The women's changing rooms. First door on the left. You're welcome to come in. You would not want to miss this. Hosted by Ginette and Donessa.
Hello, all. Welcome back to the Women's Changing Room. I am Donessa.
And I am Ginette. Welcome, welcome, guys. Come on in. Welcome to the Women's Changing Rooms, where all is stripped bare. We transverse the globe to uplift and empower all of our women.
All of you guys. And today we are doing dilemmas.
Yes,
Week.
Dilemmas Week. I like it.
So
I like it.
I didn't hear you, Ginette.
No, I said I like Dilemmas Week. I like when we, interact with the people more.
Yeah. And give good advice, but also give ratchet advice too.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you want me to start, Ginette?
It's up to you. Yeah, of course.
All right, let's go. So the first one that I have here is I have been dating my boyfriend for 8 years now. He had a girlfriend for 11 years. I knew he had a girlfriend when we got together, but still pursue a relationship with him. He proposed to his girlfriend of 11 years and will be marrying her in January. I still want to be in a relationship with him despite this.
Okay. This is crazy. So you're willing to be in, so what is it called? Polygamy? What's that word?
But I don't even think it's polygamy though. Is it?
Because the other girl doesn't know. I think it's polygamy where they all know about each other.
Yeah.
But
She knows about the girl who was there before her, but the girl, it seems as the main one, don't know about her.
But why do it to yourself? Like, it's hard. Okay, I understand that you can't help who you fall in love with. Totally get that. But why would you want to be the third person or side chick or whatever you want to? Well, yeah, side chick, because he's going to get married, and he's going to get married to this person. So he's obviously proposed to this girl. And I feel sorry for her, but he's proposed to this girl. So this is the one that he wants to secure his future with. Yep. And he knows you're going to tag along and like be a secret. So you'd rather be a secret for the rest of your life? Like, come on, there's plenty of men out there. Yes, you probably do love him. Yes, you do love him, okay? Because you wouldn't want to be willing to stay with him while he's married and whatever. But you'll get over it. Then you'll realize, come on, what am I doing? What was I thinking? You know, don't do it to yourself. Do not do it to yourself. Come on, you're better than that. Just try and just leave him, wish him all the best for his future, and move on, find someone else.
Yeah. Well, I would say the ratchet advice is like go in that wedding and go there and let her know that he has been seeing you for 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years. So 3 years into that relationship, he got with you, and 8 years he's been seeing you. So he's not even seeing you alone. So I'm like, go there, let her know if she want to stay, and whatever. That's on you. That's my ratchet advice. However, on a serious note, I agree with you, Ginette, 100%. We are all for women empowerment, and it doesn't make any sense you're being in a relationship and it's clear as day that he chose her over you. All right, he got with her first, and he still proposed to her. Okay, it's not where is the polygamy relationship and both of you know about each other and whatever. No, sis, he chose her, and that is who he wants. He just have you for whatever reason that he have you for on the back burner, and you invested 8 years of your life to this man, and he's not even seeing you as something serious. Because if he did, he would have chose you over probably her.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I would say it's easy to say now than to do it, but just leave him. Leave him be, because right now you didn't even say help you. You don't know what to do. You just ended it with, I still want to be in a relationship with him despite this. Like, girl, give the guy a chance. Let him
Yeah.
develop his relationship with this girl and see where things go. Let him focus on her. And he's something else. He's a work to be doing this to this girl and still
Wow.
proposing to her after you have somebody 3 years into the relationship.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
a whole 8 years. This has been going on for a whole 8 years.
Yeah. And poor this girl don't know what is going on. And this one know about her, but she don't even know about her, the other one. And then this man in this entanglement
Yeah.
and think he's getting
Mhm.
away. It's not nice.
Yeah, don't do it to yourself. Don't hurt yourself like this, sis. Trust me, don't. It's not worth it. So yeah, I wish you all the best with whatever you choose to do, but I just hope that you make the right decision
Yeah.
and just part ways.
Yeah. Leave that be.
Yeah. Okay, so the dilemma I have is, hey ladies, hey, I need help. I have been with my boyfriend for 10 years. Oh, another 10 years are.
Mm.
However, I am no longer in love with him. I'm scared to leave him, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but he wouldn't be able to cope without me. He's been through a lot, including alcohol and depression. I have been his support mechanism, and although he does have a close family, me and him have had a great relationship. I love and care for him a lot, but not as a girlfriend. I feel if I stay, I'm doing myself harm, and if I go, he would do himself harm. What should I do?
Uh, this is a sad one because
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend that you stay in something and
Mm,
it is something that you don't want. And I
mm,
can tell that you care about this person deeply. However,
yeah.
you're just not in love with him anymore for whatever reason that may be. And it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a hard situation. However,
Mm,
you know his struggles, and you know, well, you think he's gonna have a hard time if you end the relationship. So I would say, come up with a plan as
mm,
to letting him know how you feel, because that is valid, and
yeah.
try to see if you can come up with other ways and other things in order to help him as he transition. Probably it's going to be hard for him, but you never know. That's just you looking in and probably all the things that you have gathered. But
Yeah.
he has a strong family. Touch base with them, let them know so they can be on in his corner even more,
Yeah.
to help him get over this too, because this too shall pass, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I would just don't leave abruptly and be
Mm,
cold-hearted. Um,
mm,
but walk him through it. Let him know the reason why, this is not working out, blase, blase, and then just find somewhere where he would be coping with it, whether it be, a therapist or his family
yeah.
members,
Yeah.
and be that support system for him, even if you don't love him anymore and want to be in a relationship with him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, as you said, I would definitely speak to his family members, explain, let them know where your head's at and how you're feeling. And then you all can work together in terms of how to move forward. I mean, it's such a delicate situation, and it seems like possibly, I mean, you've been there for 10 years, and so possibly it's a case of it's the alcohol and depression could have caused a huge significant impact on your relationship, a strain on your relationship as well. I mean, I don't know what else there is, but it seems
Mhm.
like there is obviously a strain there on the relationship. But you say you still love him, which is good. Be a support mechanism, as Donessa said, for him. Just always be there for him. And yeah, and hopefully, like, just try and explain, find out where his head's at, find out how he feels in terms of moving on with the future, not just in relationship wise, but like work wise, getting out there again, picking himself up, how he feels in terms of with alcohol, if he possibly alcoholic and stuff, and yeah, find the help.
Where are you going, Ginette?
Oh my God, what's happened?
Yeah.
I just saw it just moved. I was like, what's happened? So yeah, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, just try and work with the family, seek advice from external sources. And yeah, it's such a tricky one. It's so delicate as well. So in terms of giving advice in regards to that, I think it needs to be threaded really lightly with this one.
Yeah,
So
because of his situation.
Yeah. And the fact that you say if you leave him, he's not going to cope or whatever. It's sad. It's really sad, you know, and it's hard for you as well, feeling like you have to stay because you don't want to have that on your head, that responsibility of him going, getting worse because you've left him. I mean, obviously that's the last thing you want to put on him as well. So just sort of slowly, I don't know, I can't even say slowly drift away because that wouldn't be the right thing to do either.
Just
But
be upfront.
I believe it's just talking to his family and seeking help in advance before making that rational decision. Well, we've already decided, but before telling him, really. So
Yeah, that's the best, because you don't want, like as you said, you don't want to stay and cause harm to yourself, and you don't want to leave so you can cause harm to him. So you know him, you've been with him for 10 years, you know his situation. As I said before, people may surprise you, so maybe you would tell him this, and then this will give him a wake-up call, and he would, but you don't want to stay in something where you're not comfortable, or be in a relationship where you don't love that person anymore, or love them in general. So you have love for him, we get that, but just make sure you handle this situation as delicate as possible.
As possible, yeah, definitely.
So good luck with that. So the next dilemma is, my husband of 5 years told me he has a situation. He said, oh, it's somebody's name. He said, what's our girl's name again? I forgot.
Oh, what was it? Sarah.
It wasn't Sarah.
Oh, yeah. I think it was Sarah.
We have to go back to see, but Sarah, just saw this one. He said Sarah is returning to work. He said he slept with Sarah the day before we got married. She moved. She moved away and nothing else happened. Now that she is coming back to work, she is sending flirty DMs and said she wants to have sex with him. Of course, I am heartbroken because he took so long to tell me. He was unfaithful. What should I do?
Oh my God.
I don't mean to laugh.
The things I want to say, oh my God. Chuck him out. The things I want to say, I'm just biting my tongue. But no, like, how dare he? So he just tells you like this. He cheated on you with Sarah the day before your wedding, all casually, and Sarah's coming back to work. Why tell you that now? Do you know what? I'll go ballistic. I'll go mad. How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you? That's right to just leave him right there. Because what you meant to do now? Just have that plant. He's going to plant that in your head every time, every day. He's gone to work. You're going to be insecure. How dare he? How dare he, like, just put that on you and tell you that? And what does he expect you to do? To say to him, oh no, don't go to it. Oh no, leave that job because of Sarah. That's crazy. Like, that is crazy. Like, what does he expect you? Why did what? So then, if anything was to happen now, he would say, oh, I warned you. I did tell you about Sarah and this, that, and the other. Like, how dare he? Like, oh, I'm so mad at this one.
Yeah, I know, right? We came from so solemn with the other one, and now this one is infuriating. Because the part that got me is he slept with Sarah the day before he got married. And he has been married for 5 years. So you had all this time to tell your wife, look, what her wife, whatever her name may be, you know what? I messed up. I slept with Sarah, this, and the other. I'm sorry. But you did it, and you had the next day before you even get married to her. So she can make the choice whether she wants to marry you still, or if she want to bucket out of that relationship because you're unfaithful. I feel like people don't think about other people's feelings when they do things at all. We just self-centered and selfish, and we make decisions based on us. And probably Sarah was flirting with you before in the office, and it was an office thing, and then you guys happened to have sex, and it probably was a mistake. But don't take away somebody else's choice because of you wanting to be selfish. And I don't like that at all. I know that now Sarah is back, coming back probably to work. Maybe Sarah went to another country or whatever to work. And now Sarah is back in the office. I know he's like, okay, Sarah is probably forgot about him when she left, and she's there, and Sarah wants to do the do again, and sending these messages and stuff. And now probably he's worried because probably he loves his wife. I don't know. And he wants to tell us.
Well, he should have loved her 5 years ago before he even did that. Like, why say that? Like, you was unfaithful on you for all these years, and you didn't tell me then. So why now?
So
how dare you?
I don't know, but I feel I get a sense of, you know what? They're in the same office and the same environment for work. And it happened before. Obviously, he's attracted to her. It happened before, and now she's coming back, and probably he don't want to hurt the wife. So probably he wants to tell her this happened then, and she's coming back. I mean, it is.
Well, he's double her. That's 2 blows in one. The fact that you cheated, well, 3 blows. You cheated before our wedding. This woman's coming back. She went away. She's coming back, and plus she's sending me DM, so you know what she's on. No. Like, what do you expect? What does he expect the wife, after saying that? What does he expect her to do or even say at this point? What is the point? He might as well have not said anything because what is the point?
And just handle Sarah. And just handle Sarah and let Sarah know, you know what, I'm happily married. I don't want to have any drama. Let's leave it at that.
Or is it that he wants Sarah and he just wants an excuse to leave his wife and that it was just there then?
Maybe there are all different things. There are. I will just hope and pray maybe he's telling her because he don't want to deal with Sarah. But I just feel like it was the act and waiting so long was just selfish of him. And you're right. What is she gonna do? Because here's what you told her that. Now she can choose to stay, and probably you would still remain in the same work environment. And now she's gonna be the one worried and thinking, okay, what is he doing or whatever. Or she can choose to go, and maybe as she go, you and Sarah could, pick up. So it's lose for her anyway.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. What should you do, girl? I would go to Sarah and give her a beating. That's my ratchet advice. However, I would say just try to work it out. If it's not going along, if you can't maybe forgive him, but you can't forget and all of that, then I am quick to say, just go, leave that situation, and just go.
What a anyway, he's crazy.
Yeah,
He's absolutely
girl.
crazy. Okay, next dilemma. Are you ready?
I am.
Right. I just came across your podcast. I watched one of your episodes where people was given the opportunity to ask questions. So here goes. By the way, I'm glad this is anonymous. I'm a white woman and my partner is black. We are expecting our first child, which is a girl. Um, I'm not good at doing hair at all. I could barely manage my own. I feel stupid to say this, and by no way am I racist, but I often worry how I will manage to style my baby girl's hair. Please tell me what you recommend me doing to practice before my baby's born. I want her to embrace cultural hairstyles such as cornrows. Help. What suggestions do you have?
Oh my gosh. In the first place, you should be thinking about that, about whoever you date. You should think about your child, how they look, what about the hair. And I just feel like you're with this black man. You should know or think about, okay, the hair can vary. You can have your hair, you can have his hair, you can be mixed. So I don't get that. I really don't. Sorry, I'm judging you. But I just don't get that. However, there are a lot of things you can do. You can go on YouTube, look at videos. You can find out about products that you can use. And if you find like, okay, you really can't do it, then there are always hairdressers there that you can take your little baby girl to, and do her hair, and they could recommend. It's a process. It seems as if you don't know anybody else that is black or have mixed hair or whatever it is. I don't know. But what about the guy you're with? Um, don't he have sisters and a mother and women in his life where you can get information from them? I don't know. It just seems as, I don't know. I'm judging you right now, but
Okay,
this is something
let's
that
not
you should be
judge.
thinking about.
Yeah, let's not judge. Okay, so right, I get it. It's a good thing that you're asking now before your baby's born, and obviously you seem like you want to embrace the culture, and you recognize that your child has got mixed heritage, so that's a good thing, and you want her to have braids and stuff, so it's cornrows. It's clearly that you unable to do plait cornrows and things. So like Donessa said, try and go to hairdressers. Well, there's always hairdressers, but then obviously it comes with cost effectiveness. You may not be able to always pay for hairdressers to do your daughter's hair. Try to go to watch tutorials. Try and watch tutorials. Also, maybe get a doll, get a black doll, and try and practice with tutorial. No, it's serious. Try
I
and
am
practice.
laughing because, Ginette, you've seen black dolls. Most black dolls out there, even if their skin color is black, their hair is not black. So I don't know. But yes, continue.
Okay. Just try and practice. Or even if you, okay, so there's wigs. Okay, try and get a wig, get a stand, watch tutorials and do it. Try and plan as it goes, and also culturally, you don't need to do, if you want to do, there's so much different cultural hairstyles than cornrows. So if you want to embrace the culture, there's different ways that you could do that. There's different hairstyles. Look up black hairstyles for young kids, for little girls, and you'll see the versatility versatility out there of what you could do with your child's hair.
Mhm.
And bearing in mind, like you said, you wouldn't know what texture your daughter is going to have. You know, her hair may be as silk as yours. It may be, you know, there's all different hair types when it comes to mixed race kids, black people, you know, so I mean mixed race people, black people. So you wouldn't know until the child's born, but I mean, practice from now. And it seems like maybe your partner's family, could you not ask them, or maybe they're not in the picture. We never know what the situation is there. So I'm just going to go on that his family's not around and stuff, so you ain't got to ask them. But yeah, just try and there's loads of tutorials on YouTube. Watch them and practice. I'll just say practice, 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 and it'll make perfect.
Yeah.
But don't let that bother you.
Yeah, and there are other things that you need to worry about versus the hair. It just, look at videos, look at products that is best, but you wouldn't know for sure unless the child is born and then, you know, they have a couple months, because even if they're born, the hair type would be different than when they have a few
Glad
months
that,
and to
sorry
a
for
year.
cutting you. Yeah, sorry for cutting you, but I'm glad that she has embraced the fact that her child is going to have mixed in them, because there is some that don't recognize it and think that they could do their child's hair like what they do with their hair, like just wash it and go and not putting products in it, and then it becomes really, really dry. So, you know, it's good that she's actually recognized that her child is going to have a different texture hair, different hair type than hers, and she wants to do something before the child's born. So good on you for doing that.
That's good on her. I just feel like it's baffling to me that, like, when I think about it, like, okay, I'm attracted to any race, right? And I've envisioned myself and my child, how it's gonna look. I just, you know, everybody's different. So it was just like, she's now thinking about that. It is a good thing that you're thinking about it, and it's a good thing that you reached out. However, it's still just baffling that that was something that you didn't think about, like, prior to, or probably, I don't know. But it's good that you're thinking about it now. And videos. YouTube is there. There are tons of content out there on different hair, whether it's black hair, white hair, mix, because it has the mix with the 4C and the other things. So that will help. So go ahead and do that. That was going to be your best friend. If not, the other options are just to reach out to his family, reach out to people if you have friends that are black. And if you can afford it, then salon is always another option too. And then
And
probably
also
from that you would learn and pick up some skills along the way where you feel better in yourself to do your baby girls here.
Yeah. And I would just like to add as well, you may find yourself actually because obviously you need to get product for your child's hair, because they need products, their hair needs more, it's going to need moisture. You may find yourself experimenting with different products until you find out what would work for your child, and that's perfectly fine. You know, we all gone through that, where we have to experiment to find out what will work. So that's all right. Just make sure that you are using product in your child's hair. And there's loads of hair shops for black hair products around as well.
I agree. And I like this one because it is different, because most of our dilemmas are relationship issues, all of that. So this one is a bit different. So that's good. Keep sending different dilemmas, guys. Now, Ginette, we have about 7 minutes.
Oh wow, already.
Yeah, I know, right? It went by pretty fast. So let's see how it is gonna go. My girlfriend slept with my brother. All my life, I felt that my brother was in competition with me. He would always try to outshine me in every aspect of our life. This has gone too far. To be honest, I was planning to propose to my girlfriend in December when we go on a trip together. My brother knew about this and decided to sleep with her. Now she's begging and pleading to forgive her. All I want to do is hurt my brother and her. This one has gotten to me and I can't seem to shake it.
Yeah, just say goodbye to both of them. Your brother's out of order. That's your brother. So just forget about him. Because your blood could hurt you like that. Bye. See you later. You're no longer my brother, basically. And the girlfriend, she's just as bad. Goodbye. See you later. Bye bye. Because come on, it's just I don't understand. Like all this cheating and unfaithfulness, man, it's just ridiculous and so close to home as well. And your brother's just spiteful. Very, very spiteful. Just leave them both and get on with your life. And I bet you'll find a girl. This current girlfriend will be so sorry that she did that to you.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah. It's so sad that we feel that we are in competition with people. And for your brother to probably started off friendly, but then after a while it gets old and it becomes toxic. And for him to know that you are planning to propose to this girl, because you really love her, and for him to go and do that, it's sad. And for her, that means she didn't really love you, for her to do that with your brother nonetheless. So just be thankful for the situation. It is hard because all you can think, as you said, is to hurt them. I wouldn't go down that road. I can be petty at times, but I wouldn't go down that road. Just cut them out. It is time to exit this relationship you have with her and with your brother, because it seems as if he has been doing things like that. So just leave it be. Try to gather yourself, speak to people if you need to speak to people, and then you would be looking back at this maybe a year, 6 months, and be like, oh, I came out from this messed up situation. However, look at how far I've come, and be lucky that you dodged that bullet with her. Maybe she loved you, but be thankful, because if she could do that with your brother nonetheless, probably she can do it with anyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Silly girl.
And you would find someone out there for you. There is. And somebody who would be faithful to you. So yeah.
So all the best with that one.
Yeah.
I hope you make the right decision.
So I think we have time to do.
Have you got enough for another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey ladies, I'm 17 and I go to college. I have recently found out I'm pregnant and it is really affecting me socially and mentally. I've taken so many days of college and we just started. I haven't told anyone yet apart from the father. Me and him are not in a relationship. He has a girlfriend. Things was not meant to happen. We was just hanging out one day and one thing led to another. He's a nice guy and he said he is willing to support me on whatever I decide to do. He said he doesn't want to lose his girlfriend, but he's also not a heartless person. His girlfriend is really nice as well. She is in a few of my classes. I just feel so awful and disappointed in myself.
Yeah. Well, to be blunt, you should. However, we all make mistakes. And that's very unfortunate that you know his girlfriend and you still went on and do with him. He wants to support you. I just feel like it's a sticky situation, and you just have to do what is right, and keep your baby and switch to in person to online. There are so much that you can do nowadays, that can help you. It's gonna be tough. You're 17. The baby's daddy, you're not involved with him. Possibly you're breaking up his relationship. But the good thing is,
okay, I wouldn't say you're breaking up his relationship. They both were. Sorry, I just had to cut that off.
Well,
I have to say that. I feel
both of them, yeah, it's true. you're not wrong about that, but
Mm,
now that the girlfriend's feeling is involved probably and all of that, so just learn from your mistake because you
mm,
recognize it's a mistake. Learn from
mm.
it, keep your baby, see how you can finish school, and keep pushing and let people know what you're going through and what you're feeling,
Yeah.
because thoughts is a dangerous thing.
Okay. I mean, I'll say you're young, you're only 17, and it seems like you all just got yourself into a really bad little pickle, which was an accident. Okay. You guys are young, um, careless. You obviously wasn't thinking at the time, and you just got caught up. It wasn't intentional. None of you lot thought this would have happened or intended for this to happen. And I don't think, in what I've read, you're not malicious, because like you said, you don't want them to break up. I'm sure you said that. And his girlfriend's really nice, so you've acknowledged that. And I'm sorry that you're actually going through this. I think you need to speak to your parents as well, and yeah, speak to your family, speak to your parents, mum, and weigh out your decisions, because you're still just 17. So you need to really think what is going to be right for you, now and long term. This is a lifelong thing. So you need to think and speak to someone who is level headed and that could advise you in the right direction. Also speak to him as well in regards to this, because he's willing to stand with you regardless what your decision is. So I think it's something that could be done. Hopefully it could be you and him and your families coming together, um, because it seems like he could be a decent boy. Yes, okay, this happened, but we don't know the situation. You guys are young, like I said, and it was just unfortunate. I'll give you all the benefit of the doubt with that one. But I just think you need to come together and speak and weigh out your option, not options, but think of your future as well. So not just now, the future, and how that will hold as well. Because he's saying I mean, he's willing to be with you. I mean, stick with you, not be with you, but go along with whatever you decide to do, and you all are just 17. He may not have this girlfriend in the next year. 17 is such a young age. So I just feel like you need to just, both of you, come together now and think of what you both want for the future, and then make your decisions based on that, really. It's
Yeah.
just really unfortunate, but you know I'm sorry that you're going through this, and I'm sorry that it's have an impact on you socially and mentally. Don't take that strain on by yourself, because you are still young. Speak to one of your parents, if you're, or a guardian or an adult that you feel comfortable in speaking to about this. Don't go
Yeah.
through it alone.
Yeah. I would just say that you play with fire, there's a possibility that you can get burned.
Mm,
And I don't want to get caught up on the, you made a mistake already. Yes, you did.
mm,
But now it's time to live with that mistake. And yes, you're gonna regret what you did, because obviously you said the person is nice and all of that. And I'm sure you're not malicious and but you did it, and it's time for you to know, okay, you own up, you did it. Now it's time for you to focus on your school, focus on how you can be a great mom for this baby, and get that the support that you would need from family members. And he said right now he is willing to help, and I hope that that would continue, but it's just sad that things like that can happen, because of that's probably the first time you're doing something like that. You never know, but there are always consequences for our actions, and it can be hard. Love, it can be hard even if that's not who you are. But the good thing about it is that you have remorse and you really want to bounce back from this. So I wish you all the best with this, and I hope that you're gonna be I hope that you're gonna be an awesome mom to your baby, and that you would finish school. Remember, finish school, go online
And
for a
also
while.
don't be pressured to like whatever decision you do, just make sure it's the right one for you,
Yeah,
because
well,
no
I
one
wasn't
knows.
even thinking about that because I'm like, okay, no emotion, none of that.
I
Again,
know, but I
your
mean,
choice.
at the end of the day, like we have to be like judgmental or whatever. So whatever decision, it's only you're the individual going through it. You know what you want in your life and your future. So whatever you choose to do, don't feel hard on yourself. Just do what feels right for you.
Yeah,
That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, exactly. And hold your head up because you don't
Yeah,
know. You said his girlfriend is nice, but probably she can be mean to you. So whatever
yeah,
comes your way from now on, be a big girl and try to dust it off and look forward to your future and everything.
yeah. Most
Yeah.
definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah, it was a good mix of dilemmas
It
today.
was, yeah.
Yes, and
I it was a good mix, very different to what we were used to,
yeah.
really, some of them.
Yep.
So, yeah.
But that's us answering the dilemmas, and it's good. It's always good to have. I always like it when we have different answers. I
Yeah,
prefer that than when we are always like when we have similar or the same answer.
yeah.
It's always good to have, different things.
I like it when we have different
Yeah, and it could
points of
be
views
thought
as well.
provoking for them too.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's
it's good.
dilemmas. Keep sending your dilemmas, guys, to us.
Yeah,
Go to our Instagram, the Women's Changing Room, and you can click the link and you can send us your dilemmas there.
yes, please do send it our way, and we'll do our best to answer in the best
Yes,
way we can.
yes, yes, yes. With that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in this week. Thank you for the support, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Yes. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.